ToyTractorTimes.com is at the 2016 National Farm Toy Show in Dyersville, Iowa. We're looking at a Western Kentucky themed display built by Hope Cassetty and competing in the youth division. This features a wheat harvest in June of the year in Western Kentucky. After the wheat is harvested, double crop soybeans are drilled into the ground and the big air drills run directly behind the combines, putting in the soybean crop. We've got some neat equipment out here in the field. We've got a John Deere S680 Class 8 combine with dual wheels. We can see that the combine has just finished harvesting the field with a Shelbourne stripper head. This is an XCV 36 head made by Shelbourne. This is kind of like a big vacuum cleaner. It strips the grain off the wheat and leaves the straw standing in the field, and we can see through static grass that Hope has accomplished this look out in the field. We've also got a big grain cart, a 2200 bushel Balzer on tracks, hooked up to a 9520 RX 4-track John Deere 4-wheel drive. We also have a Western Kentucky styled cattle barn. This would have been built around the turn of the century. This is built by Gaethel Knight of Hopkinsville, Kentucky. And we can see it opens up to show a lot of detail. Gaethel's built a lot of nice barns that represent Western Kentucky styled sheds, barns, tobacco barns over the years, and it's always great to see his work in person. We can see the detail down here as well in the laneways. So we come back around past the harvesting equipment, which is getting ready to leave the field. We can see a big 60-foot John Deere 1890 air drill coming in to seed the beans in. It's hooked up to a 9560R 4-wheel drive, and this will be seeding the double crop beans right into the wheat stubble. And the wheat stubble provides a great mulch over the summer to hold moisture to keep the beans growing. And then when the combine comes back in the fall with a draper head, it just cuts the standing straw along with the beans and spreads it out for a good mulch that holds the ground over the winter time. We've also got a big semi-truck here, Peterbilt, with a live bottom trailer. It's a big trailer to keep up with that 2200 bushel Balzer cart. We've also got a Cat triaxle dump truck hauling grain away from the combine. Kentucky is also a pretty good sized cattle state. It's the largest cattle state east of the Mississippi River, and there's always a lot of cattle, especially on the ground that is rockier or hillier than the flat open area where the wheat is grown. We've also got a hay field out here that's just been baled. Hay is usually cut off of pastures in the month of June in Kentucky and baled once a year to put up a crop, and then the cattle graze on the field the rest of the year. You can kind of see the nice fence detail that Hope put into her display. Different style posts. Kentucky also has a lot of sinkholes. There's a lot of caves. There's Mammoth Cave in Bowling Green, Kentucky, not far from where this display would be based, and a lot of underground water, so it's very common to see a lot of sinkholes in the area. People maybe remember from the news a few years ago a sinkhole opened right up under the Corvette Museum in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and farmers are always having to watch their property and land for developing sinkholes like this one here in the field. Here we can see some of the cattle in the pasture. Hope also added some horses to the display. And we come back up to the barn that Gaethel Knight built, and this replicates a real barn that sits in Western Kentucky. We hope that you've enjoyed the tour of Hope Cassetty's display showing wheat harvest and double crop soybean seeding and cattle ranching.